Most people don't actually want enlightenment. They want a better version of their current life, with less pain, more control, and a sense of certainty. And they use the word enlightenment to make that desire sound deeper than it really is. That might sound harsh, but if you're honest, are you searching for truth, or are you searching for relief? Welcome to Mystic Reflections, a space where we explore awareness, consciousness, and the deeper truth of who you really are. This video might frustrate you, not because it's complicated, but because it challenges something most people don't question, the reason they started searching in the first place. Because if that reason is off, everything built on top of it is off too. The hidden motive. Let's put it plainly. Why do people start looking into enlightenment? It's usually not curiosity. It's discomfort, stress, overthinking, emotional pain, a sense that something isn't right. So the search begins, not for truth, but for escape, a better state, a quieter mind, a more peaceful experience. And again, nothing wrong with that. But let's not pretend that's enlightenment. That's self-improvement wearing spiritual clothing. If enlightenment didn't make you feel better, would you still want it? The comfortable lie. Here's the lie that keeps everything going. One day I'll reach a point where I'm no longer disturbed. It sounds reasonable, it sounds possible, it sounds hopeful. But look at reality. Even the most awakened people still feel things. They still get tired, still react, still live in the same unpredictable world. So either no one is actually enlightened, or enlightenment doesn't mean what you think it means. And if it's the second one, then what exactly are you chasing? Be honest. Are you trying to understand reality, or are you trying to control how it feels? The real discomfort. Let's go deeper. Because this is where most people quietly check out. If enlightenment is real and it's not about feeling better, then it won't protect you from discomfort. It won't guarantee peace. It won't fix your emotions. It won't remove uncertainty. And suddenly it becomes a lot less attractive. Because now there's nothing in it for you, at least not in the way you expected. If there's no reward, no payoff, no better version of you at the end, what's the point? The thing no one wants to hear. Here it is. The part most videos avoid saying directly. The you that wants enlightenment is the thing that doesn't survive it. Not physically, not dramatically, but psychologically. The identity built on, I need to become something more. That structure starts to fall apart, and for most people, that doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like loss. Would you still want enlightenment if it meant giving up the version of yourself you've been building? What's actually being pointed to? Strip everything down, no philosophy, no spiritual language, and what's being pointed to is surprisingly plain. You're already here, aware. Before any thought about improving yourself, before any idea of not being enough, there's just this. No effort required, no process needed. But because it doesn't feel like progress, it gets dismissed, and the search continues. What if nothing is missing, except your belief that something is? Why this creates debate. Some people will hear this and say, that's it, that's obvious. Others will say, this is incomplete, there must be more. And that difference matters, because one response ends the search, and the other keeps it alive. Not because one person is right and the other is wrong, but because one is still looking for something extra, something more satisfying, something better. The final reflection. So maybe the real question isn't, what is enlightenment? But, am I willing to see what's already here, even if it gives me nothing I was hoping for? If this challenged you or even irritated you, consider subscribing to Mystic Reflections. Because sometimes the truth isn't comfortable, it's just honest. And in that honesty, something falls away. Not something you gained, just something you no longer need to hold on to.